It's time for sports, and my name is Abigail Senasoso, but rather on a sad note, Kumasi Asante Kotoko, after honoring match day 22 and the loss to Inter-Allies, were met by a horrific accident on their way back to the Garden City in Kumasi. There have been mixed reports as to what exactly happened, but we can confidently say okay, but we will first of all speak to the Premier League board, organizers of the Ghana Premier League, to see what exactly is next after this horrific accident. Tamim Musa is the communications director of the PLB. Good afternoon, boss.
Yeah, good afternoon, Abigail.
Thank you very much for your time this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you too.
Clearly, as organizers of the league, how did you receive this bad news?
Yeah, we are all deeply saddened by the development yesterday to Asante Kotoko on their way to after their league match with Inter-Allies. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers are.
Hello?
Hello?
So if you can kindly speak up a bit for us, please.
Yeah, I said that we are saddened by the development. Our hearts, thoughts, and prayers with Asante Kotoko in these very difficult times. Yesterday, the GFA received that sad news and immediately dispatched officials to the Holy Family Hospital in Kotoko to commiserate with the club and also offer the dead support and get to know what happened at first hand. It's a sad development, and we pray to the Almighty Allah that the injured who are receiving treatment will recover fully.
Okay, we had games slated for Saturday and Sunday for week 23. What exactly does this development do to those games?
The Premier League board is already scheduled to meet this afternoon, but it's quite obvious that considering the development, it's almost impossible for Kumasi Asante Kotoko to be in action. And at this moment, our thoughts are not even on the games. Our thoughts are with Asante Kotoko to our prayers that the injured who are receiving treatment should have speedy recovery, and then the club, we also comfort the club in this trying moment. It's a blow not only to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, but to the football fraternity, and everybody within the football fraternity is affected. So the board today will look at all this and come out with a decision whether the entire games will be postponed or just the Kumasi Asante Kotoko part. But from what has happened, it's quite obvious. It's highly, highly impossible that Kotoko will be in action this weekend.
With all those injuries to some of the players, can we say that in the foreseeable future, the remaining 8 games can be put on hold?
That, like I said, the club is the GFA officials at the club will also contact the FA, the PLB, in constant touch with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. At this stage, it's not even about when they should be in action. We are sympathizing with them, we are praying with them, but their players and officials getting better is the ultimate concern for all of us. That is our priority for now. So with regards to when Kotoko should play, that is a secondary matter for now.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Tamim Musa, Communications Director of the Premier League Board. But I have my colleague, Delali Atasi, online, who is in Kumasi, and is going to tell us what exactly is happening with the players and the coaches. We are picking reports of some in theatre being attended to. But Delali, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Oh, okay. And we've had reports, conflicting ones. Some are saying some of the players are having broken legs and all that. But you are with them in Kumasi. Can you please tell us what exactly is happening?
Well, what I can say is the fact that one player, a driver, and an official of the club are currently still on admission at the Kotoko Teaching Hospital. Ashito Olenu is the player, the driver, Nana Beche, and also Coach Steve Pollack. Their conditions have been described by the medical team as quite critical, and that's how come they are keeping them or detaining them at the Kotoko Teaching Hospital. I've been there myself for a greater part of the morning, and I had opportunity to see them. Ashito Olenu, for instance, they don't really have any bruises or any cuts on his body, but he was just not himself. He could not talk, he could not do anything, and I was told that he's in some sort of a trauma, and so the doctors feel that he needs to be observed and observed critically. Now, for Coach Steve Pollack and the driver, Nana Beche, injuries on Steve Pollack's two legs and also his neck. When I went there, he was on a drip. They came to give him some further injections to ease down the pain on him. For the driver, Nana Beche, he is in the most critical of the conditions of the three, and he could not speak at all. He had bruises on the faces, parts of the body, the legs, and all that. And you could see from where I was standing that he was even having difficulty in breathing. You could feel that he was in a lot of pain. Now, for the players, I saw almost all the players who were on the bus yesterday who did not join because of national team duties, who were left back in Accra. And almost all of them had little problems, either bruises or either some cuts on the legs or on their arms and all that. And I would say that players, for instance, like Ivan Squaw and Michael Akufu, were in crutches. Assistant coach Gordon Ablode, for instance, at a point in time, was in a wheelchair. I saw a goalkeeper, Isaac Amuako, in a cervical collar around his neck. And some of the other players with plasters, Baba Mahama with the plaster on their forehead. And I mean, they all had, one way or the other, picked up some bruises, but I was told by the medical team led by Dr. Lee that for the players, apart from Ashito Olenu, who was on admission, they've asked all the rest of them to go home, but to make sure that they go and rest, and then they will have another assessment for them on Saturday. But between today and Saturday, if any of the players had any problems at all, they could call on the doctors for further attention. So that's currently what is happening. Now, earlier on,
thank you very much, my colleague Dalali Achase. But be sure that we'll give you more updates on that story. Our heart goes out to the whole family of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. But that'll be all for sports. My name is Abigail Senat Susu.